Thank you so much. I appreciate the introduction. Hope everybody's doing well today. So I just wanted to talk to you all about Genesis Healthcare, who we are, what we do, that sort of thing, in case you are not already familiar with us. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So I've actually been with Genesis for 20 years. I've worked in a few different roles, and I've been with recruitment since 2010. And I have to say, it is my favorite department that I have worked for overall. In the past, I felt like I was really contributing to the bottom line of the company. And in a recruitment role, I actually feel like I'm making a difference in the lives of the patients because I'm hiring the people that are doing the hands-on care. So it's very rewarding to me to be in this position. So I'd like to tell you a little bit about Genesis. We have been around since the mid-1980s. We were founded in Pennsylvania as a small chain of nursing homes, primarily focused in New England area. And we're actually now one of the largest long-term care providers in the entire country. We have a couple of different lines of business. There's our skilled nursing facilities, our assisted livings, our CCRCs, and then we also have a line of business that is for therapy. We provide speech, PT, and OT therapy, respiratory therapy. We have our own line of doctors and nurse practitioners that staff our facilities. So with the therapy, we are in all Genesis facilities, and then we're also in our competitors' facilities, and we're even in China. So we're pretty large. We're out there. We're in most of the states in the country. But in New Hampshire, we actually have 31 different locations. So while we're more towards the bottom of the state, we do have a couple of locations in the top. I can tell you, we're in Bedford, Claremont, Concord, Dover, Exeter, Franconia, Franklin, Hampton, Keene, Laconia, Lancaster, Lebanon, Manchester, Milford, Nashua, North Conway, Peterborough, Portsmouth, Rochester, Winchester, and Wolfboro. So chances are we have a location within commuting distance to you. Who we hire, primarily we're looking for LNAs, people that would like to become an LNA. If you have a home health care background, if you have been working in personal care and you just really want to take the next step and get trained as an LNA, we do have paid LNA training courses available. We hire LPNs, RNs, RN supervisors, unit managers, MDS coordinators, and staff development coordinators. In addition to the business office staff, the admissions directors, the HR managers, I mean, every role that it takes to run a skilled nursing facility, we have to supply those employees. So we're pretty focused on the clinical side, but there are administrative roles available as well. So some of the monetary and non-monetary incentives that we offer, besides the paid LNA training programs, we offer our clinical staff either 8 or 12-hour shifts, and we do full-time, part-time, per diem. We do offer the Weekend Warrior program, which is similar to the Baylor program. It might be more familiar terminology. Some of the great programs that we have something called Nursing Development Program, which is really just tuition assistance. And if you're an LNA looking to become an LPN or an RN, we can get you, I believe it's $667 per term, up to 3 terms per year. And then if you're already an LPN and RN, you want to go to the next level in your degree, whether that be RN, BSN, or MSN, it's $1,000 per term for up to 3 terms. And then not every location offers this, but some do. If you're a nursing student and you work a minimum of 15 hours per week, you can get an additional rate increase as an incentive for continuing to work while you're a nursing student. It's usually like $1.25 or something like that on top of your base rate before your shift differentials. And then once you're done with your degree program, we have tuition loan repayment, which is really exciting to me. Not every state offers it, but New Hampshire does, and I think that's a really attractive thing for our employees. We also have a leadership development program. And this is us trying to build a pipeline for our next generation of leaders. And that would be our center nurse executives, or DONs, and the administrators, or center executive directors. So they have to go through a pretty intensive training, leadership development course, and then there's a graduation ceremony. And once it's done, then they get moved out and placed into a leadership position within our company. One of the good things about working for a company of this size is that the opportunity for advancement is really there. If you are working in New Hampshire and you decide that you're really tired of the cold winters and you'd rather trade that in for the sun and the sand in Florida, we have buildings in Florida and you can transfer down there. You'll maintain your employment and you don't have to worry about finding a job right away. So as far as benefits, we do have a standard benefit package. We offer medical, dental, vision, life insurance, both company paid and supplemental. We have a 401k. If you decline the standard medical and paid time off, a lot of people, if they work a 12-hour shift, they don't need the time off. You can increase your base rate by 25%, and then your shift differentials would go on top of that. We are all non-union in New Hampshire, which some people like. And then right now we are, we're offering referral bonuses for our employees. We want to reward them for bringing new dedicated staff to work with us. So depending on the discipline, whether they're an LNA, LPN, or RN that gets referred, and whether they get hired full-time or part-time, you can make an additional $500 to $3,000 per successful referral. And there's no cap on that. So, I mean, you could make an extra $20,000 just by referring your former classmates or your former coworkers or your neighbor, anybody that you know that is in one of those three disciplines. So it's just something that we're really touting right now. We think it's, we got away from sign-on bonuses because we would rather reward our employees for bringing the new people to us. And then some of the other perks and discounts that we offer, we've partnered with the three major phone carriers, so Sprint, AT&T, and Verizon. You can, just for being a Genesis employee, you can get between 19 and 25% off your bill every month. We have discounts with Liberty Mutual for home and auto, with some car rental places, some banking has some discounts with us, so a lot of good stuff there. And then one of the other things that I will touch on would be our university partner program. So we've actually partnered with the following universities for tuition discounts for our employees and their immediate family members. So this is great if you're already a nurse and you're just working on going from an RN to a BSN, or maybe your master's, doing it with an online program, you can get a tuition discount. That's Capella University, Chamberlain College of Nursing, Chatham University, Colorado State University Global, Drexel University Online, Kaplan University, Purdue University Global, Salem University, Southern New Hampshire University College for America, Stevenson University Online, University of Phoenix, Walden University, and York College of Pennsylvania. So I think we've been adding to this program pretty regularly. So I only expect that our university partners will grow, which is exciting for all of us because we want to see our employees move on to the next level, and this is a good way to help them get there. And then one of my favorite things to talk about is our GEF, which is the Genesis Employee Foundation. 15 years ago, they created this, it's a 501c3 for our employees, by our employees. So it's completely voluntary. We do ask people if they'd like to donate through their paycheck. It's an after-tax donation. They can give as little as a quarter per pay. They don't have to give anything at all. And even if they do not participate, they are still eligible for the grant money if the need arises. So this foundation will cover medical emergencies, funeral expenses, natural disasters, and domestic violence. So we have had, they send out a quarterly newsletter, which kind of updates about the kind of people that we're helping or the kind of situations that we're helping through this. And it's honestly, it's really heartwarming to know that we're helping our fellow employees when we don't have to, and that if it's ever needed, it's there for us. Most of the funds come from employee payroll deductions, but we also do fundraising throughout the year. I know corporately we would do, pay $5 to wear jeans on Fridays, and some centers do bake sales, and they have competitions between the different facilities to see who can achieve a super giver status and the number of people enrolled in the program. But on average, we award about $65,000 a month to our employees, which I think is amazing and super generous. During the first 12 years, we had awarded over $7.5 million to 5,700 of our employees. So the need is always out there. And if we can't help because your emergency does not fall under one of the 4 categories, we will provide resources of where to go to get help. And so it's not like we're just shutting the door and saying, sorry, we can't help you. So I think it really sets us apart from a lot of employers, because it puts the money where our mouth is and says, we actually do care about our employees, and we want the best for them, because we know when you're having a happy life at home, you're going to be happy at work, because it's all interconnected, right? So we try to live up to our core values, which are care and compassion, respect and appreciation, teamwork and enjoyment, focus and discipline, creativity and innovation, and then honesty and integrity in all of our dealings. And so that's pretty much it. In our 31 locations across New Hampshire, we're pretty much always hiring. So on our website, all of our jobs are listed. We would just encourage people to go on and apply, and then either a recruiter who's working with the facility, and that would be myself in New Hampshire, or the center HR manager would reach out to the new submittals after they've been screened to make sure that they qualify for the position that they're applying for. And then we would screen you and go through the interview process and hopefully be making an employment offer.
Terrific. Well, I thank you, Joyce, very much for taking the time to do this. I thank all the attendees for joining us, and we look forward to having you again with us, and thank you for sponsoring.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.